This is for real, and I am Skyrocket Moon. I'm going to show you through my texture pack here. No scripts or anything. Alright, so we have the dirt and the grass blocks over here and some flowers. And everything's looking pretty good. This is the stone slabs here. We got the stone, which is the African stone. It's pretty much just a very smooth quality stone. And we also have the getting messages is but this is the chiseled stone right here. It's a Mayan based relief with some it's a Greek key that's on the bottom. That's what those are called. And this is the cobblestone. This is a real cobblestone wall that has been taken, and I've added in some real moss to it. It looks very, very beautiful. And then we have the stone bricks, which I'm using for my walkway here. And it's also the mossy stone bricks. And this is probably one of the hardest things that I have, seen across all of the photorealistic texture packs is the making of the, the cracked stone bricks. And I believe I've done a fairly good job on this, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And here is the gravel, which looks really good if you were trying to make like a dirt road. Nice little country side back. And here are the beautiful trees. We have the oak, which actually it has oak leaves on it. Very nice, yes. And the birch, I wish I could put birch leaves on it, but the system kind of overrides that and uses, the oak leaves instead. And we have the real actual tree saplings here. And this is the spruce tree, which has real white spruce bark and some real spruce pine needles to go along with that. Very, very creative here. And we got some real cocoa bean here onto a Silsope tree. I can't even pronounce it myself, but they grow very often in the jungles here, and they have like a particular leaf texture to them. They're always smooth and round, and they look kind of like a fern, but they aren't. And here's the wood, and I put a few little samples of the stairs and the fencing on it, make it look really good. It's very real texture. Here, let me give you a close-up on it. Very beautiful texture. And here's our sand, and the cactus, which actually has Arizona's state flower on the top of it, which is a cactus flower. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I'm not even going to worry about it. But just showing you that I've done some actual research. This is the sandstone here, and that's my smooth sandstone, which is like a marble, and a stone relief from China, and it has pretty much just a picture of a dragon holding up a fire orb is what that is. And I put a lot of dragons into this pack to accommodate to the fact of the end dragon, to kind of celebrate that, because I love dragons. I also put in a CMT here on them, so that whenever you put the block down, instead of having sandstone on the top and bottom, you got the actual, continuation of the smooth sandstone and the chiseled sandstone, so you can actually, like, put it on the floor and stuff. And here is the mining part of the Minecraft, and this is real coal and real, unrefined iron. Well, I used ruby for the redstone here. We got gold. Gold is, it's not a nugget, it's not pieces of nugget, it's actually a full silicified piece of gold. Here we have, lapis, diamonds, which I've removed texture, because diamonds are actually more of like a gray and white and black, and they're clear. They have, you know, clear standards. And the emerald ore, which I don't understand why it's there, because I never seen it and mined it myself, so I don't know. But here's the lapis blocks, which make a very beautiful texture. It is real smooth lapis, and here we have some real iron, steel for the iron blocks. And, well, I had an iron door, but, you know, I poked it. And this is the, you know, scratches in the used anvil here, and you can kind of get creative with this, and I like the fact that I turned it into a seamless texture so that people can actually build, you know, iron walls and stuff like that. It's kind of awesome. Along with the gold, and the diamonds, and emeralds, and then here is the iron bars, which has also got dragons on it. The iron bars are actually something that you can buy from China. I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head that have pulled this for me, but it is a very beautiful piece, and I've put it in here also to help accommodate the whole, you know, celebration of the Ender Dragon. Here is a show of water. Water drips. It's got all the nice waves and stuff in it. Very real. You got clay, which you'll see next to the water, and here's the clay bricks, stone bricks, that I've put together. The very real bricks that I've gotten a picture of. The ice, this is what is really neat, because it's not actually ice. It's actually a picture of a frosted, you know, car pane glass. But it looks like ice because, you know, ice and glass kind of go hand in hand. They're both a solid liquid. But anyway, it's pretty much got the texture of snow on it that's been kind of scraped, and that's kind of what I wanted, so I put that in there, and snow. And then the plants, which I've put a lot of effort into actually making them clean and nice and enjoyable to look at, instead of like some of these other packs that just kind of, they just toss them in there. So we got, you know, pumpkin, melon, sugar cane over here. Got the vines, isn't that gorgeous? And the wheat field. Wheat, some real wheat. Got some real carrots going on, and some potatoes that actually have the true plant leaves on them. And another example of the water. Very beautiful. And here is some of the wool that I put in here. Very home feeling. Whenever you build something, like an actual carpet or, you know, couch kind of feel. It's very warm and home. Here's the nether portal, and these here are actually the tripwire hooks that you can use. And again, it has dragons on it. Welcome to the nether. Yeah, I can already tell that it's the nether when you get but here's a show of the netherrack and soul sand, which is kind of like a quicksand, and the lava, and I've actually animated it, so it's like, you know, heat's coming out from it. And here's the, you know, a closer look of the glowstone and redstones. And these textures are, I've created these. I've basically put them into, it's basically the same that I've used, the African stone, and I've just dimpled it until it became this, which makes it look like a actual, glowing stone that is. Oops. Oh, that's so awesome. Anyway, here's the redstone. Very home feeling again. And all of this, all these textures. This again is the stone brick, but I've retextured it, and see, it kind of looks like it has these creepy faces in it. It's really awesome. And this is the pistons, and I put a very famous relief on it, which is Hercules taking down the mighty lion. And the reason why I put that on is because I always struggle with these, mechanics, so I always thought it would be kind of cool to have something, showing the struggle in it. And let's move on. Oh yeah, there's the mushrooms. Mushrooms. Back. We have, our books and our jukebox, and I've done all the CDs on it. Or nope. Oh, well, it kind of died, but there's some notes. I've fixed it up so that the notes look really nice when they come out. Christmas chest, which will disappear and turn into an actual chest that has a golden frame around it and looks like, a treasure chest. I don't know, it looks awesome. And you can actually see that in the pictures on the site. And here's the crafting table. It has true leather on it. One of these leathers that's textured on here is from a deviant artist, and she took a really good image of it, and I ended up using it in this piece here. This is the cauldron I've put together. Not much to say about it. It was just more textures that I found. The stove, furnace, as you will. And all my foods, realistic foods. Let's grab some raw beef and cook it. A lot of that food was from RGB stock photos. And then we're cooking it, and that's what the furnace looks like. Here's the, enchanting table, and I've actually put in, words and things into it. So you can kind of flip through the pages as you, look around. It's got 6 different pages in it. The kind of misplaced looking, potion stand, but potion stands don't really fit, to be honest. It's kind of hard to make them fit. And this is end stone here, because we're getting to the end of the pack. The end stone is actually kind of unique. If you come in and zoom in really closely here, you can actually see an eye of the dragon and a claw and another dragon up here in the stone. And here's the ender chest. I put ender eyes. And for the beacon, I decided to use all the blocks that it uses to activate it. And so it's got emerald, iron, diamond, gold, all into this one nice little looking jewel case. So whenever you're building things, now you have this nice please do not break into this jewel case and steal my treasures kind of thing. You can make a museum kind of stuff. And and this is my bedrock telling me to stop. Alright, see you, bye.